TinkerCAD tips. Got a quick one for you today. This one's come up a couple of times, and most recently I saw a similar question over on Reddit. So let's say we have an object like this here, and I want to create another object that's going to fit inside this blank space, but have a little bit of tolerance between the two parts. How would we do that? Well, let me show you how I would do it. So we have this part here. I'm going to go ahead and bring out a red square here. I'm going to drop it up here, and I'm going to stretch it to cover. D to drop it to the work plane. And I'm going to go ahead and shrink it down a little bit. There we go. All right, now I'm going to take the yellow part. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to click duplicate. I'm going to turn that into a hole. And then I'm going to hold down Shift and select that red part. And while I have those two selected, I'm going to group those together. So what this has essentially done, it's created us this K shape that fits inside, but there's no tolerance between the two parts. If you were to print these, they would fit too tight together. So how do we solve for that? Well, let me show you how. Let's take this red part. Let's bring it out here. Let's move this yellow part for a moment. We want to turn this into an SVG so we can work with it. Going to make sure that's on the work plane there. While it's selected, I'm going to click Export. Select SVG. And I'm just going to leave this oddball name here. Move that out of the way. I'm going to click on Import. I'm going to grab that SVG that I just made. I'm going to import that back in. Okay, there we have that. Now this is exactly the same size, so at this point it still won't fit. So what we're going to do is first we're going to change the quality of this to 24. Now we're going to make a couple of duplicates to be able to trim some of this off. Now some of you might say, well, we can just take this letter and we can shrink it down. Well, I'm here to tell you that doesn't work, because if you start shrinking it, the scale doesn't fit. It just doesn't work right. So let's undo that. Let's bring it back over here. All right, we're going to make a couple duplicates of this. So I'm going to select it. I'm going to create my first duplicate. There's my first. I'm going to turn that. I'm going to change the fill mode here. Now I want to make two of these here. The first one I'm going to call an outer line. I'm going to change this to, say, 1 millimeter. We'll change this to round. We're going to make it a hole. This will switch here in a moment. All right, there's my first. Notice that is an outer line around that K shape. I'm going to select that inner K shape again, create another duplicate of that, make it a hole. This time I'm going to change it to inner line, but I want to make the line width 0.25 millimeters. We want to take off just a little bit of it. And if we zoom in here, you can see our two parts. Here's our outer line. If I make that solid, you can see it. Here's our inner line. Okay. Zoom back out. I'm going to select all three of these. Going to group those together. There we go. Now let's realign it with this one. Okay, let's grab both of those, bring them over. Now if we zoom in here, you can see that I've built in a tolerance of 1/4 millimeter so that if you were to print these, they should slide together. Now, I want to show you that the reason that I created that outer outline, let's bring this back over here. Let's ungroup that for a moment. If you don't create that secondary outer outline and just do the inner outline, let's delete the outer one here, you'll see you end up with some really odd remnants. So this one is just our original K shape and the inner outline. And if you zoom in here, you see all these weird little remnants that get left behind. That's why I did that secondary outer outline. Let's go ahead and undo all of that. So here we are back with the inner outline, outer outline, and then our original shape. Group those together. And although there is a little bit of oddness right there, this will still print and will fit right into this part. So that's how you would do that. If you wanted to be able to create a part to fit inside of another part and leave yourself a little bit of a tolerance between parts, you could make an SVG out of it and then use an outer outline and an inner outline to take off a wee bit of the edge, and you don't have a scaling problem. So there's your TinkerCAD tip for the day. If you like what you saw here, drop me a comment. As always, like, follow, and repost. And if you have other ideas for TinkerCAD tips, content, drop me a DM. Hope you enjoyed this one.